Cameroon will celebrate in concert with the rest of the world the 2013 World Breastfeeding, which incidentally we are celebrating 1 month and a half after the world has celebrated. What can really explain it?
Thanks, Henry. I want to use this opportunity to explain that the World Breastfeeding Week is celebrated throughout the world from the 1st to the 7th of August every year. But because of climatic conditions and also situations in some parts of the world, like in North America and parts of Europe, for climatic reasons, the World Breastfeeding Week is celebrated in October. And it is within this same context that Cameroon feels that it's not going to serve the purpose if the celebration is done without all the necessary ingredients to get the message across. This year, the celebration of the World Breastfeeding Week is special. The minister wants it to be special because the question on the lips of all the stakeholders of infant and young child feeding, the protection of mother and child health, is that why is it that every year the government and stakeholders are investing for the promotion of breastfeeding, but the breastfeeding rates have remained low. I mean low, 20%. There should be something wrong. So the conclusion is that the target groups are not reached enough. So the minister representing the government, since it is the government that takes decisions on policies, decided that the date should be carried forward to give enough time for preparation and sensitization of those who will be involved in carrying out activities. This year is going to be special because the minister has also taken a decision to decentralize activities. It is the Federation of Cameroon Breastfeeding Promotion Associations that will be coordinating activities of the World Breastfeeding Week in all the communities and in all the regions. And what is going to happen is that the funding will be made available, the material will be made available by WHO and UNICEF and the Ministry of Public Health. And this material will be handed over to the members of the association of FECABPA. There are 44 associations under the federation. These federations would deploy themselves in the fields to get the message across. And you know, this year we are talking about mother support. Mother support is not coming out for the first time, but every year the strategy for mother support changes, and this year they want the press to be really informed and be engaged, which means that the activities, when the launching will take place, the press will follow these activities at national level, at regional level, within the communities, and that is why UNICEF has insisted on the exploitation of the community radio stations. So the community radio stations that are in health districts would work in consultation with the health districts and health centers, and the information that will be carried out will be expert information, and we hope that the information will go through, because this year there is something which is going to happen. The sensitization and briefings would concentrate on the national code on the marketing of breast milk substitutes. You know, Cameroon has the code which was enacted on the 1st of December 2005, but unfortunately, I don't know whether the code is not well read. Companies still continue to penetrate health facilities and promote their milk. This is what the code doesn't want. Companies continue to have a close relationship with mothers, pregnant women, to convince them to use their products. This is something that the code doesn't want. And we are insisting that if the message goes through and all mothers, all lactating mothers, exclusively breastfeed within the first 6 months, the economy of the family and the community and the nation as a whole will grow, because we are spending money on artificial feeding when God has given us food for the baby, which is natural. And we are insisting on this because many people and many of the actors do not realize that breastfeeding is a child right, and children that are not breastfed, they are children that their rights are violated, and we want to insist on that. Another event that is coming up this year, I told you, is going to be a special year for Cameroon. Joseph Antoine Bell will be declared the Ambassador of Breastfeeding in Cameroon, and this will be done in the presence of the Minister of Public Health. So these events are coming up.
The international organization too. UNICEF.
Yes, it's UNICEF that is organizing the event, and there will be a workshop for media men to inform them on the code, and Joseph Antoine Bell will visit health facilities and make declarations, and the declarations of ECON, you know, are respected. So that is what is going to happen. So the month of the celebration is September, and the date, we are expecting that it should be between September 15th and 23rd. But this decision is the decision of the minister. You can rest assured we are going to have a very good World Breastfeeding Week, because the international organizations are investing on material for distribution. They are going to have posters, they are going to have the code, they are going to have t-shirts, and some material to distribute to mothers that are practicing breastfeeding.
There are fears that the date will coincide with campaigns, elections, and the target might not be reached. Okay. Yeah. There are fears that the celebration might coincide with campaigns and the target might not be reached. Do you look at it that way?
We should understand that as parents we have a responsibility to feed our children. So politics is not supposed to influence the act of feeding a baby. And those who are going for the campaign, they are also actors, because they are going into politics because they want to take decisions that would protect the population of Cameroon, and this population includes our babies. So it would be sad if a politician prefers to talk politics and forget that the baby is hungry. So we expect the politicians to even be the ones to get the message across, and I don't think it's going to intervene, because we are celebrating before the voting, and I think we can feed our babies and go and vote.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.